Hello and welcome to episode 28 of the Craving Crypto podcast. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about whether Bitcoin is going to dump in September and going into a market overview. So let's get right into this. Okay, so let's get right into the market overview. Headed to total market cap at coinsignals.trade, where you can do technical analysis on the total market cap with TradingView. So again, that's coinsignals.trade if you want to follow along with this. We also have links in the document, so if you go ahead and click in the description, you'll be able to click on this link right here to go ahead and pull up the total market cap technical analysis. So we're on the logarithmic chart on the 1 week candlesticks, and I am looking at support channels and resistance channels. As you guys see, I have a resistance channel drawn right here, so let me go ahead and make that red. And then we have a support channel drawn right here from about the $1,000 mark in Bitcoin, which is about 150 billion in total market cap across the board in cryptocurrency. So we went from about 150 billion to our resistance levels at 850 billion. And now we are coming back to these support levels at around 238 billion. So this trend line is pretty strong. If we zoom into the daily candlesticks, you can see that we're riding this trend line right now. So as long as it holds support, this looks pretty good. Let's go into the 4-hour candlesticks and see what's going on. So I do see a little bit of resistance in the shorter time frame. It wouldn't surprise me if we lose a few $billion in the total market cap over the next few days. A very minor correction, nothing to be selling any of your long-term positions over, but just something that, due to the fact that we've rallied for the last few weeks, it wouldn't surprise me if we see a little bit of a correction due to the fact that all growth isn't sustainable. So whenever you have growth in market capitalization, you can expect some type of a correction before it either pushes further up or pushes further down. So it's all about finding that point where you see a lot of resistance, taking a little bit of those profits off the table and waiting for some cheaper entries to get back on stuff. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Although I'm not specifically super bearish, I'm not expecting new lows in the total market cap. I'm not selling huge portions of my positions. It's just very small amounts. I'm taking very, very low risk short positions on leveraged exchanges and expecting a little bit of a correction for the next few days. Again, this is nothing to be scared of. It's just a little bit of a swing along the way. So if we do have support failures though, of the $222 billion levels, I would be a little bit concerned, especially if we fall below this major support level at $204 billion. If that fails to support, I would expect a lot of further downside, but for now, we're totally good. So take a tiny bit of profits off the table. Again, I'm not going to give you exact exits or entries on anything because of the VIP information, but I will tell you that that's kind of my view on the shorter term for the total market cap. So clicking on coinmarketcap.com and going over our total market cap here, you can also see that we are ranging near the $240 billion levels in total market cap. So as long as we can't get above 224 billion or 240 billion, then I am still expecting some pulling back in the market cap. Nothing crazy. If you follow me on Twitter at highaltitudeinv, you already know this because I've been tweeting about it. So go ahead and follow me there. And if you're a VIP, then you're way ahead of the game. And I was talking about this at least 3 days ago. So go ahead and check in the VIP entries area. Look at the signals and base your trades based on the signals area in the VIP. But currently, Bitcoin dominance is at 53.1%. And we're climbing in Bitcoin value, although Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin Cash are down in the 24-hour periods. And again, it would not surprise me if we see a lot of blood over the next few days due to a very short-term correction over all of the bullish movement that we've seen over the past few weeks. So that's kind of my perspective currently. If you are wondering about today's video, the topic is whether Bitcoin will correct in September or not. So let's get right into this. Clicking on the XBT USD chart as you guys can see, we have some bearish divergence on the total market cap and in the XBT USD chart. So it would not surprise me at all if we start to correct a little bit on the short term over the next few days in Bitcoin. Now, as far as all of September, I would think it would be pretty crazy to see all of September be bearish. But again, if we have support failures near these major support levels right here, anything's possible. So it's about placing your stop loss in the right spot, playing the market as you see it, and then kind of watching as the price develops. But we do have some bearish divergence on the short term, so I am not buying at these prices by any means, and I have taken a little bit of risk off the table on the short term while I wait for prices to decide what they're going to do. Now, September has been a bullish month so far. We've seen only buying since the beginning of the month, but again, that means nothing for the price or the direction of the price through the rest of the month, as we use support and resistance to get a better picture of technical analysis rather than timing or, what month it is. So there is a little bit of seasonal timing in markets. Overall, we generally see corrections in summers and pumps towards the end of the year. But that doesn't mean that we can expect September to be completely bullish based on that. We have to use technical analysis and find our probabilities to take our trades based on that rather than purely what day of the week it is or what, month of the year. So again, we're going to be watching for a little bit of a correction over the next few days. If we break above this resistance level and get clearly above the $7,400 levels, start to head towards these resistance levels, I'd be more bullish on the market cap, and I wouldn't really be expecting a correction until after we break above these levels. But again, we have a heavy amount of resistance here. So as long as this resistance sticks, I'm going to play it as resistance and watch for a correction over the next few days. Although overall, I am bullish in September. It's just waiting for this type of overvaluation on the very short term to correct before we can hopefully push for higher highs and potentially end this bear market. So again, that would look something like this. If we do end the bear market, a little bit of a correction before breaking out to a new high and confirming that we've made a higher high on the bigger time frames and confirming that the bear market is over. There's lots of potentials here. I'm gonna bet my money on the most likely. My VIPs know this. I've been keeping them super updated, been sending them emails and posting in the entries channel as consistently as possible over the last week. So you are all aware that this is kind of my perspective right now. Now, if we do have that support failure, further downside is always possible, but due to the double bottom formation and a really good risk to reward ratio, again, my VIPs know about this because I made a video specifically designed for them to understand risk to reward. Now, I really do expect cryptocurrencies to be bullish for the rest of the year, but technical analysis isn't something where you want to be certain of any specific potential outcome. You always want to have an open mind to all of the possibilities and then base your analysis on whatever starts to paint and whatever becomes more likely as more data is created. So again, total market cap looks a little bit bearish on the short term. I have no reason to be bearish on the long term, and technical analysis is about risk to reward, finding good spots for entries, and having low risk areas where you can have tight stop losses with really wide targets. I hope that answers your question and gets a little bit more into this. If you want to sign up for Coinigy, go ahead and click that sign up link right here. The BitMEX sign up is right here as well. If you want to do leverage trading on Bitcoin and some of the altcoins, my VIPs know that I've been shorting. Obviously, I can't give you details on the entries, but if you want to do leverage trading, this is the place to do it. My Bitcoin address is right here. If you like what I'm doing, you can go ahead and send me donations. And the VIP course is highaltitudecrypto.io. If you really want to get your hands on, get some of these signals and get profiting today. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the box below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. As always, stay profitable out there.